Okay guys, welcome back. We are gonna probably hang out here for the night. Because I need to make a chest real quick. So we can store some stuff. Oh boy, do I miss inventory tweaks. We're gonna take that with us. I need my arrows to protect ourselves, you know. And I'm going to set home here in case anything awful happens. Because there is some sheepy peepees over here. And I'd like their wool. So, where are we at in the story? After Washington, I came home and I think I was fine for like 2 days. The button's actually pretty nice with this. Maybe I'll keep it going. We could just probably shoot him in one hit. And I cooked our mutton. Man, I'm not being efficient with my my items here. So, I came back from Washington with hey, there we go, level 30. And so which we get a beacon out of that. So we got our beacon. We're a little bit into zombies, not at all into skeletons. A little bit into block breaker, and a little bit into eat the potato. So I think I'm just gonna post out here, and hopefully zombies come, and we can save some villagers. Ooh, boy. There you go, bud. What do you got? 21 wool for ammo, huh? No, I'm good. I'm G. Ooh, some armor though. Ugh. Don't really need it. Maybe I'll leave it for someone else. So things got worse. Now, this was about halfway into April, I think. So Camp Mongoose, doing great. You guys are still loving Camp Mongoose, and you're playing, and you're having a great time. I'm doing things with NVIDIA, and I'm enjoying that. And for these bigger trips, it's worthwhile for me to concentrate on, because that's where I was making most of my money at the time, and it's actually where I'm making most of my money still to this day, because YouTube, I ended my partnership with Machinima the October before that. So October in 2015 was my 6th year with Machinima. I was with them for a while beforehand, and then they put me on a 5-year contract, and that ran out, and I did not want to go back with them because they were just they turned into a bad company. They were a great company beforehand, but they got too big and they couldn't handle all their partners, so it just turned into a bad company. So I didn't renew up with them, and I went all of 2016 without making a dime on my channel. It's not to say that there wasn't ads on my channel, because YouTube will throw up ads on things that can be monetized but aren't, because hosting fees, all that stuff. But I wasn't personally making any money off of that stuff. And I know people kind of shy away from the money talk sort of thing, but I think it should be pretty obvious to you guys that YouTubers that you watch and love online make most of their living off of AdSense. So ads that play before their videos and stuff like that. That's how they make their money. So when you guys use ad blocker on channels and stuff like that, that directly impacts those people being able to pay to keep things going and not look for other sources of work, which is what started happening with me in 2016. Was that my back got so bad the couple days after coming back from Washington that I couldn't walk anymore. It started hurting all the time. Like regardless of what position I was in, because the nerve was in my lower back, you guys, without having sort of like an injury like that, you don't understand how often you move your lower back, how often you use your lower back. Also, there's no zombies coming over here. This is like the safest village in the world. So any sort of movement at all, I was in excruciating amounts of pain, and it got to a point where I couldn't sleep anymore. And I had a Fitbit at the time, and Fitbit, if you get one that can check your heart rate, will actually track your sleep schedule as well. Like when you go to bed, and if you were restless that night, or if you slept well, what time you fell asleep and what time you woke up. During that week of the pain, I couldn't fall asleep because I was in so much pain. So my Fitbit would log the time that I slept, and it'd be like 30 minutes. And then like 2 days would go by, and I'd get maybe an hour and a half just because I would pass out because my body just couldn't stay awake. But as soon as I had enough sleep, enough rest, it'd wake my ass back up and be like, hey, motherfucker, you're still in crazy amounts of pain. Remember that? I couldn't walk. I couldn't stand up because it put too much weight on my spine, which I later found out from my doctor that standing up is twice as bad for your back as laying down, and sitting is 4 times as bad for your back. It puts 4 times the amount. And I don't want to say bad because bad makes it seem like don't ever sit. This is 4 times as bad for you as laying down. It's like it puts 4 times the amount of weight on your spine compared to laying down. Which obviously, if you're laying down, you shouldn't be putting any weight on your spine. You should be laying down, you know. And so I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even sit down in front of my computer to even make videos or work on anything. Like it was impossible for me to do any work. So what I was seeing was my channel dying, more so than it already was beforehand, because I went through like a depression thing where I couldn't find the passion in me that I had before to make stuff, because it's a whole thing. Like you see like your channel like not doing as well, so you start hating yourself more, and you're like, oh, you know, what's the point of doing all this stuff if I'm not getting where I was? And that's not the right attitude to have. You need to stay positive and kind of keep things going, and keep the ball rolling, and just work through the pain. When it comes to YouTube, that's just, with this sea of noise that YouTube is now, that's really all you can do. Is just keep persistence is key. That's what I'm trying to get at. And so, hello, boy. See, that was a persistent creeper. Hello, hello, Clarice. And so I saw it starting to die, and then one of my best buddies, Brenny, bailed on me. I say bailed on me, but he didn't leave me. He just stopped making videos. He went off because I think he had sort of the same realization that YouTube was kind of taking a dive, because they kept changing their algorithm about how they count views, and then it stopped being about views, and then it was about engagement, and then it stopped being about engagement, and now it's about minutes watched, and now it's kind of like a mixture of engagement and minutes watched. So it's, again, that goes all the way back to like everybody asking for likes and comments and stuff like that. That's showing YouTube's algorithm, hey, these people are super engaged in this video. Increase his CPM or whatever, you know. So if it's seeing a video that gets like 1,000 views, but I don't know, 1 like, no comments, it's gonna be like, all right, fuck that video. But if it sees a video that has 1,000 views but like 200 likes and you know, half a dozen or a couple dozen comments or whatever, it's like, oh shit, this video's okay. There's people actually watching this. They're engaged in this video. That's why you'll see a lot of people try to hit that 10-minute mark, some people are sleazeballs about it, and like they're just hitting the 10-minute mark to hit that second ad, because at 10 minutes YouTube allows you to put a second ad at the end of the video. Anything before that, they can only put one. And you know, to some people that's not their goal. They want to try to get as much ad revenue as possible, which, you know, more power to them. That's really their MO on it. If that's how they want to handle it, by all means, get that money. But I'm going to take my other sword that I care about. We'll take the wound as well. Or wood, leather. Don't need a glass bottle. Don't really need mossy stone. I don't think that's super needed. Take this and we'll take the string. And yeah, I think that's good. We could set a warp here, I guess, and we could come pick it up later after we do find a place that we want to hang out at. I don't need this gunpowder on me either. Yeah. So, anyways, there are sleazeballs about that where they're purely making their video 10 minutes, and you'll notice they're stretching the content of that video. Like they're just making up garbage to pass that 10-minute mark. Now, I've never had the mindset of like, this video needs to at least be 10 minutes, because let's be fucking honest, when it comes to my channel, guys, we're all about the long content here, alright? I'm well known for putting out videos an hour long, 2 hours long, uploading streams that are 5-6 hours, or even videos. The Skyrim movie was like 6.5 hours, I think. You know? We have a full playthrough of Halo 4, I think, on my channel. A full playthrough. Like, not even stopping. That was like a tradition that Ryan and I always did back in the day, where a new Halo would come out. We said, fuck the world, and we'd spend the next 24 hours beating that thing. Yeah, you guys got Explorer badges, Marksman badges, a whole bunch of stuff going on. So, I'm no stranger to long content. I need to back away from long content because it's destroying me, because it's not as easy to edit stuff because I'm doing the whole 1080p 60 frames a second thing. That's just a whole extra layer of bullshit that's happening. Beforehand, I didn't have to sync my audio and video. Now I do. That's a problem. That adds a lot of time, and the longer a video gets, the more out of sync it gets. That's the biggest problem with Twilight Princess right now. Why that comes out so slow. But Dark Souls, 20-minute episodes, real easy to edit. It's just finding the time with Terry right now to film that. Because my boy working at Humble Bundle in San Francisco. So dude got a big boy job now, doing stuff for Humble Bundle, which is dope. I'm so fucking proud of that dude. Anyways, that's another thing. Persistence is key. That dude was applying everywhere. He was sending his portfolio, all of his resume, all that stuff, to all these companies. And I think he even applied to Twitch a couple of times too. So anyways, he's doing that stuff. He's doing Big Willie style in San Francisco. I cannot be more proud of him. That's my boy. So, anyways, all this stuff was happening, right? I wasn't making money on my YouTube videos anymore. And the back half of my Machinima contract, I didn't want to keep giving Machinima free money. Because if you guys don't know how MCNs work, they put ads on your channel. They take, first off, Google takes the lion's share. They take first cut. Whatever money you make, YouTube takes half of it right off the top. So you're already dealing with half the money you made. So after that half of that money has been severed, they your MCN used to take a whole bunch more. They used to give us a flat rate. So anything past a flat rate, which I was consistently breaking back in the day, they would get like sometimes 6 times the amount of money that I was making. Because no one really understood how YouTube worked, how to handle the money part of YouTube. So Machinima first did this thing where it was basically a perpetual contract where it would automatically renew for your lifetime. People are like, hey, that's crazy illegal. You can't do that anymore. And that's when they switched everybody over to a term contract. And they started people at 5 fucking years. Half a decade! It's crazy! Which sucked, because you couldn't really get out of those without letting them lapse. So, anyways, I was on the flat rate for a long time. I can't talk much more about that because my contract stated that I can't even pass the contract because I signed it, whatever. And now everybody's doing this share thing now. Everybody gets a percentage base instead of a consistent CPM. So you only do as well as the effort that you put out. So right now I'm with Paragon. Paragon, great group of people. I actually report to a human, unlike Machinima, where holy crap, where it got to a point where I was submitting stuff to a Zendesk automated response system, which took 14 days for someone to get back to me just to send me a boilerplate response. Like, I wanted to know, hey, when does my contract go up? They're like, 2 weeks go by, and I get look at these badges, guys. These Mongoose badges. Called Sunflower badge. I lost my train of thought. They gave me some robot answer. It's like, your contract will end October 15th or something like that. And I asked them again. I was like, hey, when can I talk to you guys about not auto-renewing it? Because the contract was set to auto-renew after that moment. And goes, you have to email us 90 days before that happens. So I put up an alert on my phone, my email, everything. 90 days up, I sent an email, do not auto-renew my contract. 2 weeks later, I got a response, okay, not gonna happen. When it got closer, they started like begging me basically to stay with them. I say begging, they were just trying to do whatever they could to get more free money for not doing anything. So yeah, I dropped them. Big old thing. But I wasn't putting out videos because I didn't want to put out awesome videos that were gonna get a decent amount of views at the time, because I knew they would get a decent amount of views, because I have a feeling of what content does well on my channel, because, you know, you guys show me by watching these particular things. So we had Team LPs, I had my Skyrim Insider series and stuff like that. All this stuff I was hanging on to, but then I didn't want to release them after I left Machinima because I didn't have another partner. So I went all of 2016 without making any money on my channel, and I got really depressed about that because I saw my channel dying. Less of you were watching, and I wasn't putting out enough content, and then I got this whole back issue that put me in my bed, which brings me all the way back up to where I was 18 minutes ago, where I couldn't walk. I was on the brink of yelling at Leanne, please, for the love of God, for all that is holy in this world. I'm not a religious person. You just gotta say these religious things, that way people take you seriously. Please take me to the emergency room. I can't handle this. It was... God. Like, it affected me as much as seeing Mount Washington affected the good part of my soul. This back issue affected the bad part of my soul. And then I had to make the decision while in this horrible pain, trying to get better, that I had to call Romeo, the guy that handles all my stuff for NVIDIA. Fantastic dude. Still love him. Still a great dude that he is. Was back then. He is today. I saw him a week ago. I had to call him and tell him, dude, I can't go to Taiwan. I'm telling the dude that's making this series, I'm supposed to be the face of GeForce Garage for NVIDIA, the face of a corporate company's series, that, hey, this modding competition, this whole thing about GeForce Garage that you guys are putting a lot of money into, the fact that we went to Seattle, Washington to film all this stuff, the fact that we were about to go to, I think, Arizona at the time was the plan, to film the same sort of thing, and then we were supposed to go to Taiwan and spend 10 days in Taiwan after like a 15-hour flight. I can't go to that. I can't walk. I can't I can't even get out of bed. I can't even look at... there was no moment of an entire day that I wasn't just in horrible pain. And, yeah, it got super bad. And, I remember my first physical therapy appointment, I had to schedule it in the town over because the place in my current town, I wasn't going to be able to get a spot for like another week and a half. And the soonest one that I could get was in the town over a week from that day. Getting a physical therapy appointment, by the way, super difficult, apparently. It's really hard to get one of those. Odom got a legend badge. Scarlet bought one. Odom got 5 Explorer badges after getting in, or after getting a legend badge. Boy, some stuff's going on right now. Look at all these tulips. Look how pretty this is. I know, it's pretty, right? So, yeah, thankfully, too, Leanne was on break during that time. And, she was basically over every single day taking care of me. And, God, I love that girl. I could not have made it without her. Like, if she wasn't around and, wasn't, like, helping take care of me and, like, getting me food and stuff like that, just because I couldn't do anything a human could do. I'm gonna dig through this mountain. Why not? Leave a little happy hole here. I gotta break blocks anyway, so we might as well start doing some quests and stuff while I'm talking about this stuff. We could be strip mining, honestly. I mean, I'm wasting some time here, but I really need to catch you guys up. A lot of you are asking me what's been going on, and I owe it to you guys to talk about this. This isn't the first time we've had these real talks. It won't be the last. I pride myself in being real with you guys and not hiding in the dark when it comes to these problems. Just bringing them to light at the right time when I'm ready to talk about it. She helped me out through everything, and think honestly that was kind of the moment that sort of really solidified. I was already head over heels for that girl beforehand, but I think during that week it was just like, when I get better, when I make it out of this and things in my life start turning around, I'm absolutely gonna marry this girl. So holy shit, did I just find someone's house? I just had a really sentimental moment there, guys. I'm sorry. There's a bunch of flowers in it. What are the chances? Whoop. On a brand new map that's only been live for about 9 hours now, and I've been walking for fucking miles, that I dig through a mountain randomly and I pop out right next to this dude's house. There's glowstone over here. He's even started making a river here. Or she. You know, I don't know who this is. They didn't lock their stuff, so I don't know. What the heck? What is even going on? Look at this. It got like a little... all these flowers and stuff? Hold up. We gotta make our mark here. We're gonna pop in here and make a sign real quick. And leave a little note. It's just like this. Whoop. How embarrassing. Episode 3. Camp Mongoose. So, yeah. Whoever this is, shout out. What up? Cool house. You know, it's a very tiny house, but you actually put a little bit of effort into it. I appreciate that. I like seeing that. People that take like a little bit of effort in the small things that they're doing. I don't ever do that, and I wish I did. So, yeah, have fun. Good luck. Oh, wait, hold up. Ha! Also, I heard a skeleton. There you is. Ha-ha! Ow. Oh, I can't block with the sword anymore? Oh, they took that out? Is it because of the shield thing? Whatever. So anyways, I'm gonna marry that girl. Just saying right now. Just saying it now. It's gonna happen. It's on record, alright? It wasn't only her that helped me out. It was not only her, alright? Your guys' enthusiasm with Camp Mongoose that first month helped me out more than you guys could even possibly imagine. And I'm talking about everybody who helped donate to the server that month. You guys freaking killed it for me. You, because of all of you, I was able to afford all of these trips to the doctor that I had to go to. I was able to pay my bills during a time where I could not make content. I'm looking at my webcam like I'm streaming. There's no webcam here. What up? It's just me. Because of that, because I don't have... Working for myself, I have to pay for my own healthcare. And because of that, I'm not able to get like the best healthcare because there's just no way that I can afford hundreds of dollars a month in just healthcare. So I have to get something that's kind of bare bones and just enough to where I'm not going to get fined every year because that's just the way it is here in California, and I think honestly in our nation because of Obamacare and stuff like that, which I love. Because of Obamacare as well, I was able to get a bit of a better health plan than I would have otherwise. Because these trips, before all of my insurance, would have been hundreds of dollars per time I went. But because I had insurance, because I was able to pay for all of that stuff, because of all of you, I was able to get through all of that. I was able to pay for all that stuff, and I didn't have to worry. Like, I wasn't stressed out about that on top of everything else. I was able to pay for our server bills. I was able to pay for my internet bills and my health bills and all this stuff because of you guys. I'm getting teary-eyed just bringing it up again because I don't think you guys do understand that all of this stuff helps. Everything helps out. I'm making jack shit on YouTube now. I make an okay amount on Twitch, but just not enough. So the server and everything like that is another avenue for me to kind of bring you guys as another revenue stream, which it shouldn't be a surprise to you guys that's what it is. Just making sure you guys have a place to play, a safe environment, and a wonderful server that's just full of a very tight-knit community is very important to me. And we've been providing that service now for over 6 years. I don't think that there is... Hey, no double teaming! Well, I was attacking too quick. I gotta get used to the new combat stuff. I don't think that there is another person, another group of people out there that's as small as I am. To be honest now, alright? I've lost a lot of subs. I'm still a small YouTuber. And we have a very small community. I don't think that there is any community around our size that has been as loyal and as consistent at providing a safe place for people to play multiplayer Minecraft in a survival sense as we have. We have been around for over 6 years now. In fact, it may even be 7 now, honestly. Mongoose Country was around for a very long time. Camp Mongoose is going to be around for a very long time. I can promise that. As long as you guys are around, I'm going to go out of pocket to make sure that this place, and I have spent thousands of dollars on server shit last year, which I'm not excited about tax-wise this year. I have a tax appointment tomorrow, as a matter of fact. I need to go to bed soon. This only works as long as you guys are still willing to work as well. I want to provide a place for you guys to play on a multiplayer server that isn't riddled with griefers, with bad people. We are a very loyal group of people. We've had a very, very loyal core group of Mongoose people in the community, and it's because we've been so exclusive with the server. We've kept it a buy-in for a little while. We had the applications for a long time too for people who can't buy their way in. We have a lot of people on here that have been playing since like season 1 who's never dropped a dime on the server, which is perfectly fine for me. I'm not gonna force you guys to do that shit, alright? That's not what this is about. This is about playing a great game, playing with your friends, and having a safe area to do that in. I keep saying the word safe, and I just mean like no toxic players, no people just cursing up storms. I curse a lot, I'm sorry. That's just how I talk. But I'm not, you know, in the chat like doing, you know, a bunch of curse words. You know, we've talked to people like that. We've talked to people that had potty mouths in game, you know, because there are young people that play the server, and if they choose to not join the voice channels and stuff like that because they don't want to listen to that sort of filth, that's perfectly fine. But anyways, thank you. Thank you for getting me through the toughest part of my life, because of how awesome Camp Mongoose did. And it trailed off, and that hurt me more than anything, because you guys put so much of your time, and a lot of you put so much of your own money into this thing that you believed in, you know. And I feel bad for not bringing more to Camp Mongoose, the first season of Camp Mongoose, because I was in pain. It was this whole cycle where I was just bringing myself down and just beating my self-confidence down, because I was just like, I can't help them out. People did all this amazing stuff, and I can't bring anything back because of that. This episode is going to be a little long because I want to get through all this emotional stuff, you know? Because I noticed we're already at 32 minutes or so. It's just going to have to go through. I'm not going to start the next episode at this same wavelength. So... yeah, just, I mean, I kind of trailed myself off there a little bit, and I lost a bit of it, but just thank you to everybody who's put your faith into me. I am a very small team of people trying to do very big things in Minecraft. I want to provide you guys with a very top-tier, high-quality server environment and gameplay without having to pay 6 different developers to stay on retainer to just make custom shit for me. I don't have 500,000 subs on YouTube, or millions of subs to bring in tens of thousands of people every month to play my minigame server that I can then give to developers who then get so much money that they can buy a Tesla with, you know? Shout out to my boy Devin. He's a plugin developer. He's made us a couple of plugins. He made our donation manager plugin, donation manager view. That's how you guys keep track of all that stuff. The dude's a freaking genius. He drives a Tesla now. I can't be more jealous. But he works on top tier stuff. The dude's a freaking legend. And we're just not at that level. We are small time. But you guys make me feel big time. That's fucking cheesy as shit. I apologize for that, but I mean it. The way that you guys treat our whole community, and the way that you keep coming back and participate in all of our stuff, I cannot ask for a better fan base. And I know this is the foundation for an even bigger community. If we do get bigger, which, I mean, I've had the goal of trying to hit 100,000 subs for 4 years. Brenny hit it. Me and him were neck and neck for so long. The dude shot past me. He hit 100,000 subs, and I'm very proud of him. I'm very proud of him. He did great things, and he had a lot of people watching him And he did great things. He had a great community. He had a bunch of people that were also very loyal to him. I'm legitimately gonna need to take a moment. I actually do. I need to get myself just a little bit away. I'm just gonna talk to you guys like this for a second because I'm in a zone that I can't get out of. Okay, so he hit 100,000 subs. He got his plaque. That's been one of my that's been one of my life goals for a long time. It's a very small goal in retrospect. When you guys see someone like some big channel talking about hitting 100,000 subs, like was it Game Attack from Rooster Teeth, the new group? I think they're just about or just did break 100,000 subs. You see that and you think it's like, that's fucking small time. 100K is nothing, you know? But seeing my boy Brenny grow up as fast as he did, break that 100K, and he just kept on going. He hit like 150, 100, I think he's at 160 or something right now, or 180, somewhere around there, if I remember right. And he just dumped it. It wasn't enough for him. He moved on, and he's doing crazy stuff now. He's doing mechanic stuff. Dude is drifting. He has his own drift car. Doing crazy stuff. And he just left all of that behind, and that hurt me. That hurt me personally because we grew up on YouTube together. And we were neck and neck for a long time, and he took ahead. He went ahead. He had different content than I did, and I wasn't trying to cater myself to the younger crowd. We've always been a more mature crowd, and I want to keep that up because Minecraft just doesn't have that sort of crowd. There's just a lot of people that are doing mini games and doing stuff for kids and not cursing, doing whatever. I want some serious shit. I want people to listen to this as a half podcast type deal where you just kind of get an insight on someone else and not just, you know, screaming and going nuts about mini games and stuff. I tried to do the mini games for a while. It just wasn't me. I tried the non-cursing thing for a while. Just can't do it. I just feel like I'm putting on an act and I'm not being me. The whole point of these videos right now is to be real, and that's what we're gonna do. We're getting back to our roots of being real. But yeah, he dropped that, and it's been like a goal of mine. I want to hit that 100K. I want a plaque. I want something to where when I'm 60, I can look back and be like, you see that thing right there? I got that because I fucking stuck it through, and we hit that mark. You know, I hit this level of achievement, you know, but we just hit a wall. I think I hit like 42K or 46, I don't know, somewhere around there, and just fucking stood there. I could not get any more because I wasn't catering to the audience that watches Minecraft. So I'm like, all right, fuck that. Let's play some other games. But I built my audience around Minecraft. So I wasn't getting the same views as I was on other stuff by playing other games and all this other shit. So, it was just bad. It just wasn't working. I was losing subs, all this sort of thing. I wanted to work with other people, you know, because that's how you really get out there in the world. Because I don't have the SEO right now, to where I pop up in your feed. No one's coming to my stuff just randomly. You know, that people may see the name back in the day, Potato Origin, and be like, ah, that's funny. You know, I'll click on that and check it out, and it may work. Beforehand, I was also putting stuff on Machinima Realm, and that was getting me new audience for Team LPs and stuff like that. I loved that. That was like my favorite. That was my peak at the time, where I was putting out Team Let's Plays on Machinima and my channel. I was bringing people back and forth, and it was all doing great. I love doing that. I wish I could go back to that. If I could live off Team LPs, those are some of the funniest videos we've put out. I love doing that. I love playing games with my boys. But just can't. You know, I'm not pulling in new people. And then another person that I respect beyond what I can even put into words is my girl Dull Juice, Maddie. She she, I believe, came through Beastcraft. I think she was, Swifty had her up on Beastcraft at some point or whatever like that. I don't know if she watched my videos first and got contacted with Brenny and found all of his stuff, and because of Brenny's servers and stuff like that, she found a spot on Beastcraft. I don't know. I know she just came from kind of that side, and we started talking a lot more, and I realized how down to earth this like 14-year-old girl is, and how cool she was to talk to, and how much passion she had in stuff too. And so we brought her on as the Team Mongoose community manager. For those who don't know, Dole Juice is actually an official member of Team Mongoose, which is wonderful. We never had a shirt for her though, which I'm really sad about. But whatever. She ended up getting, I don't know how she got in the connections with it, but she got in the connection with the Cube, which is a very, very popular series with fuck, I don't know these people, but like Grazer is part of it. I know B, Hey I'm B, she's part of it, right? And a couple of other people, a bunch of people with a lot of clout. And Dole started hanging out with them, and she was part of the Cube, doing Cube stuff. I'm Dole, I don't know if you're watching this. If you are, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I was so fucking jealous. I was so jealous because she got in contact with a group of people that had like, someone had like over 1 million, maybe a couple of people had over 1 million subs, and like all these really big Minecraft people, and they were just playing together on this server. And I couldn't bring myself to watch any of it. I couldn't watch any of it because I was so jealous. And I'm seeing her go from like no subs to like 1,000 to like 2,000, checking up on her, and after a couple of days she's at 8,000 subs. Her Twitter followers are going through the roof. She passed me on Twitter. She passed me, I don't know if she had a Facebook or not, but she did. She passed me, you know? And then all of a sudden, she passed me on YouTube. She hit like 48,000 or something like that, and I think that was when she stopped playing, because she was focusing on schoolwork and stuff. Which, but you're doing a great job, Dole. You're studying abroad right now. Shoot, where was she? I was just talking to her the other day. She's like in Beijing or something. I don't know. She's somewhere over there, way out there, doing crazy stuff with. I just like being around the llamas, guys. Can I be honest? She's over there doing all this stuff. She still has like 40,000 something Twitter followers on Twitter, and she gets way more engagement than I ever have, and all of this stuff. And I'm sitting there like, fuck. Like, I caught this wave way too early. I got the baby wave before the tsunami came in. If I caught a wave of new subscribers now, it would probably carry me past 100K, because that's how big YouTube has gotten. But I caught the early wave, and I fucked it up. I remember specifically telling Dole, too, I was like, keep it going. Keep doing this. Keep making content. YouTube is a snowball game. If you keep putting out content, your snowball's only going to get bigger, and you're going to keep on going. And I still am legitimately proud of her. Like, so happy for her. But god damn was I jealous. Still am. I'm still crazy jealous of all of that. Because I'm sitting over here on the sidelines seeing all of my friends come up. Even my boy iJevin, who I met in my first year with Machinima Realm on their community like map that they put on for all the Machinima Realm directors, where I was with Sly Fox, and I was with Bayesian Canadian, and iJevin, and a couple of other people that I can't think of right now because my brain's a fucking mush. iJevin only had like 7K subs with when I met him, and he was AFK. Like he got those 7K or whatever, and he stopped making videos because he had to focus on other stuff. You know, do what you gotta do. But he was like, yeah, I'm trying to get back in the game, trying to do my thing, all this sort of stuff. And I'm like, that's dope. And I think at the time I had like 10K, and I remember thinking about him. I was like, yeah, I think it'd be cool to do like some collab stuff with him. And You know, I was just thinking that it's like, oh, I'm actually a bigger channel than someone here. Even Bayesian Canadian only had like 20,000 something subs at the time. Sly Fox too. Sly Fox, I think, was at like 30 something. P-Bat, he was also there. I think he was also around the same. I think he was at like 50K at the time. I remember him being one of the bigger ones. All these big names and stuff like that. All these people I met, and then I go back doing my garbage content. Say garbage. We had a couple of gems on there. You guys really liked the S&P series. I fucking loved it too. We had a hell of a journey with that. The team Let's Plays, a whole bunch of cool stuff. And then I see Sly Fox take off. I see P-Bat take off as well. I see Bayesian Canadian still to this day fucking killing it. In fact, Devin, the developer I was talking about earlier, does work with Bayesian Canadian now. Do any of them really remember me? Yeah, actually, yeah. You know, other than Bayesian Canadian, I think. Sly Fox, I think, still knows who I am. And P-Bat, he was in my stream a couple months back, just randomly. I don't know why. He just popped in for a bit, said hello, what's up. Jevin, I was part of his server Blockville for a while. Loved that. Met a couple of great people. Coco Smackdown, Krusty Mustard. A couple of other people too that I can't think of off the top of my head, which I apologize for. Met some great people there. And then now I see literally every single one of them doing better than I am now. Krusty Mustard, killing it on Twitch right now. Doing a great job. Doing a lot of Pokemon stuff. The dude is killing it. He found his crowd. He found his thing. He's doing great. Dude pulls, I think, like 500 people every stream. Jevin, he has like, what, like 400,000 subs on YouTube? You know, all of this stuff. And I'm just seeing all of these people around me come up. And it feels like I'm in a valley. And all of my friends are up on top of these mountain peaks. And they're too busy doing shit. They're too busy looking out at Mount Washington right now. Taking in the view. And I'm at the bottom, you know, in the smog-filled crevice of YouTube. And all I want to do is create more content. I just want to do this. I love entertaining you guys. But it's difficult now. So I have to find other sources of income. Thankfully, the NVIDIA thing came along, but I don't actually work for NVIDIA. I contract for NVIDIA. Every time they need to film a GeForce Garage episode that they need the host for, that's when they give me basically a work order. It's like, we need you for a day of filming. All right, so I send them an invoice for a day of filming, and that's it. I don't get benefits from that. I don't do whatever, but it is a major source of my income now because all this other stuff is not working out. And yeah. So, anyways, the Taiwan trip would have been huge for me monetary-wise. I think I would have came out of the Taiwan trip with maybe $4 or $5 grand, because that's what they would have had to pay me. I would have had to pay a lot of that in taxes back, but that would have been really awesome at the time. And I couldn't go, so I didn't get paid for that. Instead, I stayed in my bed for 2 months, going insane. And all I wanted to do was just go outside and go do things with my girlfriend, spend time with my girlfriend outside, make content for you guys, sit on my computer, making videos and stuff like that. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't do any of that stuff. I started seeing Camp Mongoose dwindle. People weren't playing on it anymore. And then near the back half of... you know what? Yeah, I'm just going to finish out this series. This isn't going to be longer than a 3-part. I know I wanted to keep them short. I still do, but we went off on a tangent. I wanted to get through the emotional stuff. I'm not going to start the next episode fucking taking huge breaks to catch myself from bawling my eyes out in front of you guys. We're just going to finish it up in part 3. All right? Again, we're known for long content. I'm going to bring you some long content, all right? A lot of you probably stopped watching by now, but those are still sticking around. Thank you very much. I started seeing Camp Mongoose dwindle in players. You guys were moving on, doing your own thing, and I can't blame you. It's really, really tough to keep a survival server entertaining, you know? A lot of people, they come on, they build their one big thing, and they're like, great, I'm spent, and then they move on. They go do something else. They play other games. They do whatever. I can't expect you guys to always play Minecraft, you know? But there's a couple of you that really do like Minecraft, but if no one's on, then it's not as entertaining. It's just this whole double-edged sword. If no one's on, no one's playing. If no one's playing, no one's on. And so that's why I'm trying to make it very entertaining for you guys, and I'm busting my ass to make sure that you guys have interesting shit to do every week. That every month that we have some crazy game that we live stream, and we give out, we shower people with badges and stuff like that. Actually, you know what? This place is actually pretty dope. We've been walking for 3 episodes. I kind of like this area. It's a nice, kind of flat, openish area. We can make like a cool thing here. So, this time around, that's what's different. I'm gonna try to bring Server Saturday back. If not, we're gonna do Server Monthly or something like that. Again, that's something where I have to rely on other people to give me footage for. I can't just go and tour a thing of reads because no one submitted a build that week for Server Saturday. And our old server, back when I was more popular and Brenny was still around helping me keep people on the server too, because his success directly affected our success because we were so close. His viewers, my viewers were his viewers, and because he kept growing, Mongoose Country would grow, I would grow, all this stuff, and with him gone, I feel alone. I don't have a friend doing YouTube videos with me anymore, who helped grow each other and all this stuff, and all this stuff happened, and it just kind of killed me. And then at the end of 2016, and it was like November or something like that, the server company that we had to move to because we no longer had a Brenny sponsorship deal with a company, they gave us this new server and everything like that, and we're like, hey, that's great, we'd love to move to it. So we moved to it, and we were still, it wasn't really a sponsorship because we're still paying full price for it, but we knew the people that worked there, so we had kind of more of a hands-on experience with it. They gave us a new server and all this stuff, so we were able to move off of the other one that was going to charge us almost double. And like a month after being on that server, the 2 main hard drives from that server corrupted. Like, it was 2 SSDs and RAID 0, which was it's two hard drives working as one. So there was no there was a backup. It was RAID 1. That's right. I keep saying RAID 0. I mean RAID 1. I should know this. I work with computers. So it was in RAID 1. So it's a mirror copy. Whatever happens on one happens on the other one. If one fails, you can use the other one. You put a new one in, so it makes another backup, and the cycle continues, and you're all good. Unfortunately, we had such a weird corruption with the hardware, on the hardware level of stuff, that it started messing up on one drive, but the other drive saw it as still working fine, so it would copy those errors too. And then eventually, both hard drives died. Not just, like, didn't work that well, just fucking, like, exploded. Imagine them just exploding and catching on fire. They were gone. We had backups on those things. We had the server on those things. The only backup that we had was something that we pulled off-site 6 months before that. Like, 2 months after the server started. So, I'm dealing with this for like 2 weeks. The realization of this. We had people go to this server area, this colo, where all the servers hang out, and physically pull our server drive out. Look at those drives, and pull them out and test them on other computers and do all of these tests and checks and everything like this. They couldn't pull any data off of it. And this was like a week and a half of them trying everything that they possibly could. And to the point where I was basically asking them, send me the hard drive so I can try stuff too. But these guys are way smarter than I am when it comes to server hardware and recovery. So they did stuff that I never would have thought of. I wanted some hope. So we had like a 6-month rollback. And I had to tell you guys. I had to make a video. I had to sit down and have a heart-to-heart with you guys. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You guys put all this work into the server. You did all of this stuff. And now I have to tell you that something completely out of our hands. You guys just lost all your work. And no one played after that. No one played. No one came back. You know, we had half a dozen people come back for the first week that we had it back up and running with the old copy. And then no one played anymore. And I never fully recovered from that. It took me like 2 months to get over that. That killed me mentally. I hate delivering that news. I'm the face of Camp Mongoose. I'm the one that's got to deliver all of this news and everything like that. I'm sure Swifty would probably do it if I asked him to. I'm never going to ask him to because that's fucked up. It's my responsibility. It's my cross to bear, as the Christians would say about Jesus bearing a giant cross. I have to carry this weight with me. It's something that I had to tell you guys. So I made the video. I made 2 of the videos actually. I made 1 video. I couldn't get through it. I had to scrap it, come back the next day, make another one. And come out with that video where I had to tell you guys the bad news. Now, we have 3 different types of backups. We have backups that do daily backups that then get shipped to an off-site place. Our current server, I think, is hosted in Phoenix, Arizona. We have a second server in Seattle, Washington. It's a small one, but all it does is host backup files. So we have daily, weekly, and monthly that all get sent to that server. Every single day it auto updates and it deletes the oldest one off of the list. We also have a hot swappable backup of this current server that constantly writes progressively to a different location as well. So if anything happens here, we can usually just pull the latest backup, which should only be like at most 5 minutes ago, and back up the server. We have gone through a bunch of other shit. Swifty has taken insane leaps and bounds to learn some crazy shit to back this place up. Our server is never going to have that issue again, and if it does, I'm going to eat these words and I'm going to make another very sad video. But I'm going to end this video now around the hour mark, over double what I would like these videos to be, and the future videos will hopefully be around that 20-25 sweet spot. So you guys aren't watching a movie every day about me complaining about stuff. Thank you everybody who's playing, everybody that's on here. There's still people on here from when I started streaming earlier today. I hope that you guys keep playing. I understand if you don't. I'm gonna keep trying to come up with new and interesting things that you guys can do. You guys have been flipping out over the fishing competition stuff. I love it too. It's crazy to see an entire server drop what they're doing and go fishing for 20 minutes. If you haven't seen that, watch my stream for the first day. There's a couple of times that it happened. I'm going to set up a little base here, and then I'm gonna come back next episode and tell you guys about the big project that I already have in mind for what I'm gonna do on here. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for understanding that we are a very, very small team of people trying to do very big things on a very small budget. And I will catch you guys for the next episode. Thank you again. I love all of you.